Welcome back for one more show of the Neighborhood News. It's Tuesday, 7 o'clock at night, and we are back here on Channel 95 for one more show of Neighborhood News. Remember, if you're watching this show and it's not a Tuesday night, it's because you're watching a repeat show. So please come back next Tuesday at 7 o'clock, and we will have a brand new show for you. Same thing on Wednesday nights. Wednesday, 8 o'clock at night, we have one more show, and this time is the Portuguese show, is Amigos, and it's on the air every Wednesday at 8 o'clock at night, and runs the same way. A good news that I want to let everybody know is that probably starting next week, we are going to be broadcasting live through Facebook and Google, YouTube. So that's one more addition that we're going to be. We already have our channels set up. It's just a matter of lowering the show and get us going. So here he is. If you want to, because we tape our shows the week before, but now if you want to be and watch us live, what you have to go is the Neighborhood News Facebook page and go on the live TV show. And we live.
See?
So next week. And this was possible again because South Coast Media, CJ, it's always providing and give us more and more. So thank you, CJ, for one more step. Well done. After a nice show that we had last week with Gabe Andret and talking about the school department here on the city, today our guest's gonna talk about complete something different, and we're gonna have fun talking to her. Before I do that, and being Flint Neighborhood Association, we have some events going on that I would like to mention. Remember the September 17, we are going to the casino. It's a bus trip. We put 2 bus trips to the casino so we could bring the seniors from our senior center. And October 29, it's a Saturday night. We're leaving at 3 o'clock. We're going to the Salem Mass to celebrate the Halloween. So we still have some tickets available for that bus trip. And then December 10th, we're going to New York City for our Christmas shopping in New We're talking about the Flint Neighborhood Association. We're taping this show, but our meeting will be next month, and we're having some things on the agenda that probably by the time this show will be on is some things on the agenda. It's a couple more programs that we're looking for, and one is the exchange seniors with New Bedford. So what our organization is going to do is going to provide exchange experiences with the seniors. So we're going to be bringing our seniors from the Flint Neighborhood Association up to New Bedford. So they're going to be exchange what they do there on their free time, and then New Bedford is going to bring their seniors down to the Flint so they can learn with our seniors what they learned down here. And the program, it's different because the seniors in New Bedford do a lot writing. They write books, they write poems. They're very good with laptops. They're very good with that kind of work they do there. Our seniors, the ladies on our seniors, I have to say, they're good in sweets and
Crochet.
you know, crochet, malasadas, a lot of contests we do, the happy contests and Portuguese soup contests and all of that. So what they're going to be doing is they're going to be teaching
They're going to be learning
in
from
New
each other.
Bedford, so they're going to be learning each other.
Yeah.
Each other, I think, was a great idea. Again, I don't know who idea was, but was another idea that it's going to be done through the transportation. It's going to be provided by CDA,
Nice.
and New Bedford will pick up to the transportation part, and we're going to do this exchange program that I think is going to be really nice now that the weather is going to start cooling off. It's going to start getting cold too,
Right.
so it will be nice to kind of do that exchange. Another program that we're going to have on our next meeting is we are requesting a meeting with the new superintendent, and because we do a lot of service and we use a lot of our school kids in a lot of our programs. One program in particular that we're going to be providing, and that will come as a fundraiser, is a lot of kids on the school department need community time. So we're going to be providing that community time for those kids, and we're going to be put them working in filling up applications for free phones. For low-income families that need phones, they're going to be, we're going to be providing those services, and we use a fundraiser at $10 per phone. We will be fundraising for our association. So here's two things that are going to work really well, because the kids going to need community service, and during the winter we don't have parks to clean up and stuff like that. So we can provide them and some locations like Stop and Shop and Walmart and stuff like that, and they will be filling up the applications for the free phones. And on the meantime, we're going to be serving those low-income families with phones, and we're going to be raising $10 a phone for our neighborhood. Here's two programs that we're going to be requesting. Another one is going to be the computers. As you know, that we've been working close with the computer company from New Hampshire, which the company that provides us the free computers for our building. So we're gonna be putting into a new program, and through the school department, we're going to fund out the kids that need computers. Those computers going to come at $100. Laptops going to come desk computers going to come at $100 with the mouse and everything that the kid needs. It's $100. But in the meantime, we will be getting grants and business that want to sponsor kids having their own computer. So that's another program that we work in, and it's on our agenda next week.
Nice.
to be talking. So we always looking for programs, and you know, try to help as much we can. And I think for neighborhoods, I think we, and again, if it's a neighborhood out there that have an event, that's why this show, it's here, is provide us the information so we can put on the air the information, and you know, like your neighborhood meetings and stuff like that, events, just let us know, and we will put it out there. That's why it's called the neighborhood news.
That's right.
And I know, you know, I mean, we use a lot of the Flint information because we know the information,
Right.
and we just pass it on. But that doesn't mean that if you have an event on your neighborhood, just let us know, and we'd be glad to mention. Now, Vanessa, I met Vanessa at the Toastmasters,
Yes.
and we start talking. Probably was one meeting or two meetings?
It was one meeting.
One meeting,
Yes.
and that's what pretty much Toastmasters do. Is we not just learn how improve our speech, but we meet good people, a lot of business people, and we met Vanessa, and I told her that I would like to have her here because every time that we meet, we have a half an hour that we go through the foods, and we try to have healthy food there, a lot of fruits. We cannot have one night without is watermelon. That's the number one fruit there. It's watermelon. Everybody's looking for watermelon. But Vanessa was kind of talking to me about what she does, and I would find very interesting. And I invite her here so we can learn now what Vanessa does. Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Carlos. It's good to be here. Thank you very much to have me.
Very good. So tell us what you do.
You can call me an empowerment coach as well as a lifestyle coach.
Mm-hmm.
I combine both fitness, nutrition, but I also allow you to proceed to do things better, to be better in life. Because after all, we all depend on good nutrition, on exercising, and that's important, that's key. At some point, we kind of let that go to the side, mm-hmm. and we take care of the kids, and we take care of everybody else but ourselves. So I remind people, you are very important for everybody that is around you. And with that, of course, there is the instruction of nutrition, there is the instruction of how exercise can play a good role in your life, but there's also the mental side of it. Mm-hmm. So I combine it all. It's kind of like a package. I don't present to you a box, let's put it that way. It's going to depend on what your goals are, what do you want to go in life. I will present to you what if you can get better from here on. Mm-hmm. And that's what I work on.
And Bernadette, it's already thinking.
What
can I use?
Went up. I know what she's talking about. Forget me and take care of the kids. I get it. The problem is motivation to do it. Yes. So how do you get people motivated to do this?
That's a very good question. We all have to go back sort of like to basics. Where did you start when you went to school first? And you probably had a why. You probably had to visit where do you want to be in 5 years, 10 years. Mm. So that is where I come in and I remind you, before you had your kids, what did you want of life and why did you want it? And when you had kids, why? You had other you had other priorities. Let's put it that way, right? So we try to combine all of that together, and we try to get you to a level where you can actually keep proceeding and keep going forward. Kids are very important. You should be very important because you're taking care of them.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do with Bernadette? Tell me.
So as someone who wants to get started, where should they start? Let's put it that way.
I have a conversation.
Okay.
This is a very friendly kind of thing. It's great because I learn from the person as well. I get the chance to interact with a lot of people from different backgrounds, mm-hmm. from all kinds of interests. Of course, the very first question is, what is your goal? Do mm-hmm. you want to lose weight? Do you want to lose a fear? Do you want to improve your confidence? And then I take a step back and I'm like, talk to me about like, what happened and where were you at and what did you try, right. and what are your eating habits, mm-hmm. what is your fitness habit, and then that's where we develop a plan, mm-hmm. and I'm there for you all the time.
That's great. So now is there like a Facebook page that somebody could follow you or follow like maybe a
Can we follow her?
I would follow you.
Some people couldn't keep up.
I would follow you.
Well, I'm telling you. Some people, let me tell you, I'm pretty active with my boys. My problem is I eat junk. Okay. I don't eat the right stuff. I know what my problem is. When I say I'm not motivated is I am motivated to go and have that chocolate yodel with cream on it, but I'm not motivated to sit there and say, I should probably go for a jog today. You become tired all of a sudden. You're like exercise. You're like, oh no, God. But like this week, I had every intention to make it to a gym on Monday. Today's Tuesday. Do you think I've gone to a gym? No. I get home and I get into that. Oh God, no, I'm home. I just don't want to go anywhere. No, I gotta go to the gym. I'm gonna sweat. Then I gotta go home, take a shower, and it's more work on top of 3 kids.
You're tired before you even do that.
Yes, I'm tired before I even do any of that.
Okay.
Or I'm tired of just thinking about it.
So you're normal.
Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you.
That's what most people.
Work on television. I am normal, guys. All right.
Even for those that don't believe it, she's normal.
I am normal. Say whatever you think. I'm normal.
And that's where most of the people are actually, because they forget the fact that it's not about an apple or a lettuce. It's about what the apple and what the lettuce have to offer,
right.
And what the exercise has to offer. We work in reverse. We forget the fact that exercise is what's going to give you more energy. So it's all about, yes, mentality. It's all about like finding your mental motivation.
Yeah.
Get that paired up with the right system. So you're probably not the person that is going to go for a 5K run immediately.
I don't know how to run. So I can't run to save my life, so forget that.
I cannot walk without getting tired. I walk, I get tired. I don't get the energy, I get tired.
So everybody is different. We try to like look into that. We try to see you could be somebody that is more like dancing, or you could pair up with something that is like only 10 minutes per day, and because those are improved, we got to the science of the exercise as well, so that you in 10 minutes you get a workout of 30 minutes, let's put it that way, so that's going to give you some result, and over time you're going to see that motivation coming in naturally. Same goes with the nutrition. You start learning portions. A lot of people go like, to be healthy, I'm just going to go with salads and lettuce and apples. That's what I go for usually. But truly, it's about what it has and the portions. How much do you have throughout the day? So yes, I do get deep into nutrition at some point. First, I want to see your mindset. First, I want to get you to: do you really want to do this? Do you see the point of this?
Right.
And then we go further.
Right.
And for a guy that gets tired just looking at the Cherie sandwich, well, I get tired just looking at it because I know after that one I'm going to be tired.
Guys are tricky, I must say.
Oh, yeah.
Their mind works differently.
Yes,
They're
very
not
much.
normal.
They're not.
They're not normal.
I guess because we don't have the kids. They have the kids, right?
That's right.
But you do too. I mean, it's a different mindset. In that case, we approach it in a different way, of course. And there's different coaches, you could say, that target different niches.
Okay.
I don't restrict anybody. I am more attracted to people that are busy, just because I can relate to that. I was very busy.
Yeah.
So it could be a woman or a man, but it is an easier flow or conversation or normal with a woman. It's not. It is normal with a guy. Don't worry.
And I mean, the thing is, the person needs to
Want it.
first needs to want. They really need to want that.
Right.
And what I'm taking from your information is it's all kind different of coaches. It's coaches if you want to exercise, coaches if you want to lose weight. It's coaches for
teaching you how to eat.
Exactly. For everything, it's
Teaching
a
you how to
coach.
breathe.
You are coaching all that.
Yes, I like to call it, I'm a technical person. I come from computer science. Nice. So you can call me a project manager of people.
Now, how did you start this? Were you always skinny? Were you maybe a little heavier that you said, I can't do this anymore, I have to start my own thing? Like, how did this come about?
What's that? It's normal.
So it's a great question. It's a very great question. I come from computers, and I come from sitting on the computer, you know, the desk all day long.
Yeah.
And I'm focused on the computer all day, and I forgot about me. That is why I'm so passionate, because the minute that I was able to find coaching in my life, and that was through fitness, that's why I understand much about fitness. Eventually I got into nutrition, and eventually I saw, well, you know, I can do something with this than actually just sitting on the computer all day long. And I can teach people to actually be productive and to value themselves. At the same time, stay on the computer if you want to, but don't forget to every 2 hours, every 1 hour is actually better to get up and do what you need to do. You're a human being. You have to get up. So I went through my mental transformation first. I took a program. I did a program which is 6 months, and it boosted my confidence extremely.
That's awesome.
And from there, I was, why, if I can feel this way,
why can't I make everyone else?
Why can't I make everybody else? So that's where it started. It was an idea that kind of rolled and kept on spinning. And after 2 years, just recently actually, 3 months to 4 months ago, I left my job as full-time to pursue this.
That's great. That's great. So you do have a business then?
I do have a business. This is a business.
The business is?
I call myself V-Body Me.
Oh, cute.
I'm Vanessa, and we attach body there, and then the me is kind of everybody. It's to target everybody.
Very nice. And that can be found on Facebook?
Yes,
Nice.
exactly. So if you do @VBodyMe, that is me. If you do www.vbody.me, that is me as well. So that's my website. And I talk about just about anything. Recently, my project is to expand in the Portuguese community, which we will be talking tomorrow. And that is because I'm Brazilian. And I can relate much to the fact that when I came here, the habits are completely different. You have to find the right foods. Society is very busy here compared to our lifestyle back home. Yes, and I found myself relating to that, and then there's the ease of talking the language, and then connecting with the people, with my people.
And
so,
they feel more comfortable because you're speaking the same language.
Yes, yes. So I do both American and Portuguese.
That's great.
Oh, that's good.
That's awesome.
That's good. At the end, I have to tell you this because this just happened after you left. We had the snacks and everything. Then we have an hour meeting, regular Toastmaster meeting, and then we come down again and we talk for a little more and everything. And Amy, you remember Amy?
Yes.
She's my treasurer. She's my secretary. Amy's my treasurer on the association. And she was texting. I don't know if you remember. She was sitting on the corner texting. And as soon as you left, she just looked at me and she said, "Oh, Vanessa." I said, "Yes, her name is Vanessa." I said, "I remember now what I know her from. Is the 5K. She did a 5K with me." And I was like, wow. Finally, after an hour and a half.
Thinking about it.
Yeah,
I was thinking, I know her.
That's
I know
great.
her from somewhere. And then she's like, "Vanessa." I said, "Yeah, that's her name is Vanessa. I know now what I know her. 5K. She did a 5K with me." I said, "Wow, that's good. She will come back. You will have a chance to tell her that."
I have to connect with her. That'll be great.
So, and I hope you are coming back to Toastmasters.
Absolutely.
You know, I did the speech at last meeting. I did the speech, and I presented the speech with the Father Travasso's renovation. So I had all pictures. So I had the video kind of into the speech, and so I'm going now for my 5th speech, and I'm having fun there. It's really nice, and the whole meeting it's different. It's never the same. It's different, and and we have like 3 speeches. Every meeting we have 3 speeches, and they're small, they're 5 to 7 minutes long. But I really enjoy it, and I became part of the board. Now I'm the VP of membership
Nice.
this year, and that's why the first Tuesday it's membership. It's a board meeting. That's why we're not taping on the first Tuesday now.
see,
I
that's-
have an excuse. But we need to figure out is how we're gonna
Not tape on council
not
nights.
tape on council
yeah, you're
nights.
killing me today.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. Probably taping in a different day
Yeah.
of the week.
Sure.
But with that being said, we really had fun having you here, and
Thank you.
so what is after the person after you work with a person for a while, is a job will keep going or comes to an end?
I empower the person.
Okay.
That is why my name is, or my title, let's put it that way, is Empowerment and Lifestyle Coach.
Mhm.
So I don't believe on always having them resort to me.
Mm.
I believe on them taking their own shoes, making themselves even bigger, larger, and I will always be there as a support, as a
Absolutely, yeah.
mentor.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It's amazing because it's funny how when you ask that, I remember all the cases that I've helped. And today to compare a year to years ago,
Yeah.
I become speechless because
Yeah.
the person is so much more and even more than what I expected and more than me even.
That's great.
So I have a lot of people that I have a team, and they actually are out there motivating other people, putting together the words, and they make me speechless, which is great.
That's great.
For the people that really not into this, just give them a list with 2 things. Get it done, then come back to me, and I will be probably one of that people, because it's if you give me more than 2, I will never make it. So
Oh, I see what you're saying. The list becomes overwhelming.
yeah, exactly, becomes too big. Give me just 2 to start, and
Yeah.
I will try my best
Yeah,
to
yeah.
to keep on track.
Right.
We can start there.
and getting up of your seats every hour, it's already one on my list, because sometimes I can sit for 4 hours.
Great.
Even if you don't need to get up, just get
Oh
up.
my God.
Here's your second. Drink a lot of water.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can we change that for coffee?
Oh.
It's actually bad, the caffeine. Yeah,
So-
I do know a little bit about nutrition. Caffeine's actually bad.
Yeah. But
Acidity.
believe it or not, we are on the end of one more show. And Vanessa, again, thank you for coming down.
Yeah,
and,
very interesting.
I learned
Thank
a
you.
lot today, and tomorrow I will learn everything in Portuguese. So for everybody out there, next week we will come back for one more neighborhood news show and one more guest. Have a good night.
Have a great
Thank you.